And it's very frustrating to see, I suppose, the amount of time that's been spent to do with bus connects in Dublin and then Cork to be announced, but yet no update. So I look forward to hearing what you have to say, Minister. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister.
Thank you very much indeed, Gaelic, and I'd like to thank Senator Byrne for raising this issue again. I think she's second to none in raising transport in the Limerick area, in this House and maybe in the other as well. I don't want to offend anybody by saying that, but your persistence in this is commendable, and it's certainly noted in my department. As the Senator is aware, work is ongoing to develop a Limerick Shannon Metropolitan Area Transport Strategy. The NTA is working in partnership with both local authorities in developing the strategy. This is a model which has worked well in Galway and Cork already. The Limerick Shannon Metropolitan Area Transport Strategy will provide the strategic framework within which public transport will be improved in the area in the years ahead. This is in line with the objectives of Project Ireland 2040 and the need to plan for a sustainable future. If we are going to grow our cities, then we need this sort of strategic transport planning. Project Ireland 2040 sets out both the planned spatial development and investment framework for the coming years. At a regional level, it will be supported through the development of regional spatial and economic strategies by each of the 3 regional assemblies and through metropolitan area transport strategies for the cities. Investment plans under Project Ireland 2040 will be guided by these transport strategies, including the Limerick Shannon Metropolitan Area Transport Strategy. They will also be guided by wider government policies to promote balanced regional development and social inclusion objectives. The Limerick Shannon Transport Strategy will consider all transport modes and will look at what investment in infrastructure and services is required over the short, medium and long term to promote and encourage sustainable transport use. It will be aligned with existing investment plans under Project Ireland 2040, which already contains funding for projects in Limerick over the period to 2027. Project Ireland 2040 commits toward improving public transport across the country. In line with this commitment, the Limerick Shannon Metropolitan Area Transport Strategy will evaluate the potential for a Bus Connect type investment programme for Limerick. Limerick will also benefit from other investments such as traffic management, bus priority and other smarter travel projects, which will complement improved bus services as they are rolled out. Project Ireland 2040 recognises that development of a strategic cycling network in Limerick is a key growth enabler for the city, and the increasing level of funding now available will support improved active travel infrastructure in the city. This investment will complement and support infrastructure developments already delivered in Limerick over the years 2012 to 2016 through the Smarter Travel Areas programme. The interurban rail network plays an important role in enhancing regional connectivity between our cities. Increased funding has already been secured for the heavy rail network over the period 2019 to 2023, which will see just over £1 billion invested into the maintenance and renewal of the network. That means we've reached the annual steady state level of funding, which represents huge progress on years gone by. This level of funding allows for expanded track relaying and ballast cleaning programmes, which in turn lead to better journey times, and Limerick will benefit from this investment. Staying with rail, next year we'll also commence an evaluation of the economic benefits and value for money of high-speed rail on a number of interurban rail lines, including Dublin-Limerick Junction, against improvements to existing and planned line speeds along the line. Turning back to the development of the strategy itself, I understand, as I think the Senator does, that a public consultation will take place this year, and it's hoped that the strategy will be completed by the end of this year. As I've outlined, the strategy will form the strategic backdrop to future investment in Limerick's transport over the next 2 decades, and will be an important input in the mid-term review of the funding element of Project Ireland 2040. It's important that we have that strategic backdrop as we consider future public investment. Infrastructure requires long-term planning, and this is what the Limerick Shannon Metropolitan Area Transport Strategy will seek to do. I look forward to its finalisation and adoption by the local authorities.
Supplementary, Senator.